What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Living Free channel. My name is Tyler Freed, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the importance of thinking long-term in trucking. And I'm going to talk about this because I really believe that most truck drivers, most people that are in the trucking industry do not think long-term. And there's a reason why 10% of the people in the industry control 90% of the wealth in trucking. And I'm going to talk to the average everyday Joe truck driver, single owner operator, small fleet owner, even company driver. I'm going to talk to you about why I believe so many of them struggle to get ahead with trucking. So if you're new to this channel, I appreciate you for being here. Make sure you like the video, stay tuned till the very end so you can hear my entire point. And before I get into the point of the video though, I am going to show you where I'm at right now. I'm at a pretty beautiful rest area here in northern Arizona, just south of Flagstaff. And it's a very beautiful drive up here, beautiful morning. I wanted to get out to do this video. Also, I did want to let y'all know too, if y'all haven't seen it, go check out the live stream I did with Wild Beard Trucking. Make sure you go over there, subscribe to his channel, and check out that interview. I did it with him last Sunday, so you definitely need to go check that out. It was a great live stream. And yeah, so anyway, and that's kind of what spawned this video idea. A lot of the stuff we talked about in that interview. So again, go check that out. But I'll get right into the point. Don't worry, I'll make it short, sweet, to the point. So what is that thing that causes a lot of drivers to fail? It's not thinking long term. It's not. And in order to succeed in investing in anything, because even if you're investing in an index fund, you're buying the S&P 500 index, you're investing into businesses. If you're buying real estate as a rental property, that is a business. You are running a business. If you buy a truck, if you own multiple trucks, you are starting a business. That is what you are doing. And in order to successfully invest and grow your money over time, in order to grow in a business, in an industry, in a career, you have to give it time in order to be successful at that. And I do believe that a lot of drivers, a lot of people in trucking in general, it could be a broker, a dispatcher, whatever, just in trucking in general, people do not think long term with this business. They think quick money. And I think a lot of the reason that is because, every driver talks about getting paid weekly. Oh, well, what do you make every week? What do you make every week? That, in my opinion, yeah, you want to focus on what you're making weekly. That's important, but you want to think longer term than that. You want to think, how much can I make per year? If I buy this truck, how much can I make in 3 or 4 years owning one truck? Thinking long term. Also, how much money or how fast could I save up and buy a second truck and a third truck? Whatever your goal is. Or if you're a company driver, I don't want to invest in a truck. I want to buy real estate. Okay, how fast could you save up for a down payment on a rental property, or to pay cash for a rental property? Or how fast could you save and invest and create financial freedom in the stock market? Because, again, if you own stock, you own a equity position. If you own stock in a company, you own an equity position in that company. Or if you own an index fund, you own a small piece of all of the companies that are traded in that index. Either way, all of these scenarios, all of these examples, you are a business person. That is what you are. And in order to succeed in business or investing, it doesn't matter if it's trucking or any other business, you have to, one, have the knowledge about those businesses and those investments, but two, have a long-term mindset. You need to think about 5, 10, 15, 20 years out. Don't think about, 1 week out, 1 month out, or even, a year out. Think longer term. It's very important to do that, because if you don't do that, you're going to get discouraged by the downtimes, because there are going to be downtimes. There's downtimes in the trucking industry. There's also boom times in the trucking industry. There's downtimes in owning stock, real estate. Everything goes in cycles. The economy goes in cycles. Trucking goes in cycles. The stock market goes in cycle. All of it goes through cycles, ups and downs. But the people that win every single time, without a doubt, the people that win in business and investing and in their careers are invested for the long run. I'm invested in trucking for the long run. This is how I'm building financial freedom. This is how I'm doing it. Can you build financial freedom in other industries? Absolutely, you can. But this is how I am doing it. This is the vehicle, figuratively and literally, how I chose to create financial freedom. Because my goal, and for those of you that don't know, but my goal is to have financial independence to where I have enough money invested by age 35, enough money invested to live off 3 or 4% of that invested portfolio. I'm 29 now, I want to do it by 35. I'm about halfway there. And I know with trucking I can do it. But if I don't have a plan, and if I don't think long term, and if I don't get out here and work the plan, I'll never achieve that goal. And I have to be willing to go through the ups and downs. You know, if you own a truck, like now I'm an owner operator. I just became one a couple months ago. Well, understand, you're gonna have problems with the truck. You're gonna have great times with the truck. You're gonna have problems with the truck, right? But if I'm thinking long term, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is a down period, but if I keep going and I stay steady, I will have success, right? Yeah, it's gonna take time to grow, and it's gonna take time to get that second truck and that third truck. And again, those of you that were interested in driving for me, that opportunity is gonna be available within the next year. Like I told y'all a few videos ago, but that opportunity is still going to be available. And those of you that have already reached out about that, definitely I will let y'all know whenever I'm closer to having the money to get that second truck. I will let y'all know. But anyway, just having those goals and having that long-term vision and being willing to stick it out through thick and thin, that's how you have success. That's how you have success. You know, I've only been an owner operator for about 2 months, like I said, but I've been an investor for about 6 years. I've been investing consistently in the stock market for about 6 years, and specifically low-cost broad-based index funds. I buy a total US stock market index. I put 75% of my money in that, and 25% of my money in a total international index. And that's what I've been doing over the last 5.5 to 6 years. And why am I saying that? Just for transparency, to let y'all know what I do. I'm not telling you to do it, but that is what I've been doing. And I've had a lot of success doing it. However, that being said, I've had that success, but there's been a lot of downs. Big drops in the stock market over the last 5 or 6 years. We've had 2 big ones. We had a 35% drop from its peak when they locked the world down due to the pandemic. 35% drop in a week. But it came back. I held through, I kept investing, I stayed steady, and then we had another 25 to 30% correction in 2022 because the Fed started to raise interest rates, and that kind of shook the market. We had high inflation, Fed started raising interest rates, so it kind of created a correction there, a big sell-off. And it was about a 25 to 30% drop in the S&P. And a lot of people panicked in both of those scenarios and sold. Well, I just stayed steady, kept buying, and thought long term, because the way I looked at it was, okay, I'm not selling my stocks for 20, 30, 40 years. I don't need this money right now. I'm thinking long term. It's the same with trucking. I'm not getting out of this business for 10, 15, 20 years. This is how I plan to build and create that financial freedom. And again, what is the point? I'm about to finish up. I appreciate y'all for staying this long. If you stayed this long, please like that video, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it, but I'm gonna end with this. Moral of the story, you get the point. You have to begin with the end in mind, as I'm piggybacking off that live stream I did with Wild Beard. You have to begin with the end in mind. You have to have your goals, whatever you're trying to set out to achieve. You have to have that, okay? Then you have to be willing to do the work and stick it out through thick and thin and think long term. Think, again, 10, 15, 20, 30 years out, and you will create whatever your plan. It doesn't have to be my plan, but you will create significant financial freedom for yourself and your family if you have a good plan and you follow it and you think long term and you stick it out. That's my message for the day. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. I appreciate all of my followers. I appreciate the ones that are new to the channel. Again, God bless. Thank you for watching, and peace out, and stay tuned for the next video.